Hi guys, welcome to the Chef's Backyard. Today I want to show you how to cook some breakfast foods. Things that I like. Potatoes, eggs, and typically a meat. Today we're going to do chorizo. And so I just wanted to pop in and show you guys how I cook breakfast. And this should be a quick, simple demonstration, but let's go. So what I've got a couple of towels, and we're going to use that to secure our cutting boards. I've got a big butcher's block here, and these towels are damp. And what that'll do is it will help to keep the cutting boards from moving on this table. So we got one underneath the big one. We'll give it a press. And then I've got another one for underneath this little cutting board. And same deal. We'll just set it down, give our cutting board a press, and that'll keep the cutting board from sliding around on us. I've got a few pieces of equipment here. We've got a couple of our propane stoves, and then I've got an air fryer. So first thing I'm going to do is we want to start getting these things warm, right? And first thing I want to do is I want to turn on my air fryer. There is a setting for French fries, and that's what I'm going to set it to. Now that brings the temperature up to 400 degrees, and it lets them cook for about 20 minutes. First thing I want to do with my potatoes is peel them. To make cleanup easy, I'm going to get another work surface, right? So we'll just use our peeler and peel these potatoes. Have you ever wondered on a potato how to get those little bits out? There's a piece on your potato peeler called an eye remover, and it's set up specifically for that. So it helps you to get those eyes out of there. And that just gets all of the skin out, and also the eyes can be bitter. It's part where the root grows. That's it. So from here, what I'm going to do is I'll show you we'll cut them into cubes, and I'll show you an easy trick for that. First, we're going to cut them into bâtonnets, and then we're going to cut them into cubes. And you can do that for a lot of your vegetables, specifically your root vegetables. But we'll go ahead and remove those. Remove the rest of these eyes from here. And the reason I'm doing it on this sheet tray is just so that I can put that to the side and clean it later. It'll just help me speed up the cooking demo process. Since it's live, no editing, right? And then we'll take our other one and we'll remove those peels. And again, this is a one-man show. I can't see you if you're logging in. I can't see if you're asking any questions. I'm sorry about that. My phone is turned the other way, so I really can't see who's on or anything like that. I hope y'all are having a great day. I'm cooking some breakfast foods here. So the potato is kind of round, it's oblong, and what we want to do is we want to get a safe surface to cut it. So what we'll do is we'll find a way to give it a flat surface, and we'll do that for all four sides. And what that will do is that'll give us a good start for our bâtonnets. Now if you're really going to make French fries, I would recommend cutting off these oblong ends as well, but since we're going to do cubes, hash browns, we're not going to need to do that. Again, having that flat surface keeps it from rolling on you, makes it easier for you to control the potato, therefore easier for you to cut it. All right, so we can take these pieces and either save them for some mashed potatoes, or we can go ahead and use them in this dish. And these are going to get really crispy. And we'll just cut them into about 1/2 inch size strips. And we're going to turn them and cut them into about 1/2 inch size cubes. Now I'm going to take these and put them in my bowl. I've got a mixing bowl here. And now let me show you how we'll do it here for the other ones. We're going to try to cut this into 3 pieces. You want to get them equal size pieces, and that's so that you get an equal cooking time, right? You set your temperature and they all cook at the same rate because they're all the same size and density, right? So we're going to cut them like that. Then we're going to turn them, and we're going to keep that same width and thickness. And now we're going to turn them and do that again, right? And I'll show you here that we've got little cubes. Nice little cubes, right? And that's what we're looking for. We want them all to be similar size. That way they'll cook at the same rate. So now my air fryer is getting warm. I've got one more potato to cut. Again, we're cutting it through, then we're going to turn it, and we're going to cut it through again. Then we'll turn it 90 degrees and cut those into the same size pieces, right? So that way, the same size pieces that I cut the other potato are going to be cut out of this potato, right? Now your air fryer uses convection heat, and that just means that it's heat that's being moved around by air. So you get hot air moving over a surface rapidly, and that makes it cook quicker, but it also gives us a nice crisping, an opportunity to make the food crisp. Now, it won't get crisp unless there's a little bit of oil in there. So I've got some olive oil here. You can use vegetable, grapeseed, avocado oil. Any of those will work. But just toss your potatoes in a little bit of oil, or you can use a cooking spray. That's up to you. And here I've got the Chef's Backyard Flavor Formula Seasoning. I really am loving it on potatoes. I've been doing this dish over the past couple of months, and my kids love it in the morning. It adds a little bit of spice to it, but it's more flavorful than hot. Got some great South Texas flavors in there. And potatoes can take a lot of salt. They can take a lot of seasoning because they're starchy, right? So we're going to get those potatoes well seasoned. And I'm not measuring this. I'm just kind of going by what it looks like. And we want to get them well coated, right? And from there, I'm going to go ahead and place these potatoes in the basket. And you can hear that it's hot, right? But we want to spread them out kind of evenly. And while it's cooking, we'll remove this tray and give it a couple of shakes. All right, so now my potatoes are cooking. It says we've got 13 minutes, but we'll see. We'll see if we need more time or not. Next thing I want to do is I want to start getting my chorizo cooked. That'll be the next step of this project. I'll go ahead and remove this. And I'll bring my cook surface over here. Now, I like this one right here. You can get the ones that come in the tubes, but you do need to take the meat that's inside of the tubes out of there. Sometimes it'll be a natural casing, sometimes it'll be a plastic tube. You don't want to cook that at all. Typical chorizo is a real fatty kind of breakfast meat. I like this one because it's made with some whole muscle as well, so it's not as fatty as the other ones. And then one of the things that I like to use to break it up into small little bits is a potato masher. This really helps me to get in there and break it down into really small pieces. I wish I could see if you guys had any questions. One of these days I'll have a moderator and we'll have this thing set up. For now, it's a one-man show. I'm just here cooking at my house. So I made some coffee this morning, some pumpkin spice coffee with almond milk in there. I enjoy it. All right, so we've got a little cooking going on, and I'll start breaking this up with the masher. And while it's cooking, some of that fat is rendering out of it. Use a spoon to get it off of the masher there. And this part's pretty quick. Right now I have the temp set to pretty high. We're just going to use all of our senses. I'm going to be listening to it, be smelling it, I'll be watching it. And if I see it getting too hot, if I smell any kind of burning, then I'm going to go ahead and lower that heat. In fact, I'm going to lower it just a little bit because I can see that it's cooking really fast. All right, so while that's cooking, just scoot that over just a little bit. I can start working on my eggs. I'll just take a bowl. Whenever you crack them, you want to crack them on a flat surface, not on the edge of something. And the reason is, you crack it on the edge, it's going to push the shells up into the egg. If you crack it on a flat surface, it's more likely to be able to just separate on you. And of course I got a little bit of shell in there. You can use the other shell to get that out. Alright, we've got our eggs in our bowl. Let's go ahead and give our chorizo a stir. Oh, it's smelling good in here, guys. Drop that temperature just a little bit lower. With our eggs, I always like to take a fork and pop the yolks. We've got 6 in there, and then I like to whip it with a fork, bringing it up out of the egg mixture and incorporating some air into those egg whites. Gives you a fluffier egg. about 40 turns that I like to do. But it just helps that mixture to become homogeneous and make sure that the yolk and the whites are combined, are well combined. You can see that steam rising up. It's cooking out of this chorizo. Like I said, in a lot of the other chorizos, there's going to be a lot more oil in there. I choose to use this one because it has more meat in it. I think that they use some whole muscle pork as well as the glands. And it's seasoned really nicely with typical chorizo spices. There's a lot of paprika in there. And let's check on these potatoes. They've been in there for about 7 minutes. They're starting to get kind of golden, but we want to move them around a little bit so that way the air, that hot air, has a chance to get all on every surface. We'll put it back. Oh, excuse me. The spices got to me. All right, we're really close on this chorizo to having it cooked. And you can do it a few different ways. You can take those potatoes, put them in here with the chorizo once they're cooked, and then add the eggs and do it all together. You can do chorizo con papa, which is just the potatoes and the chorizo. You can do chorizo con huevo, which is just the chorizo and eggs. Or you can keep them all kind of separate and let people make their own mixture. That's up to you. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take some of this, probably about half, and we'll add it into this pan over here, and we'll cook it inside the eggs. Alright, we're almost done with this, and then I'll get another skillet and we'll use that for our tortillas. This is a special treat for us. You know, we don't eat this every day, but we do like to have it once a month or so. It's pretty good, pretty tasty. Go back to my coffee and enjoy that for a second. I hope you guys are having a great new year. We're just trying to stay safe and stay together. That's it. Wish you and your family love, health, and happiness. We grab some tortillas. 6 of them. This chorizo is pretty well rendered out, cooked through. So I'm going to set it to the side. Let me get a trivet. I can use this one. That's fine. We'll set it over there. Okay, let me grab my other pan. This is a cast steel pan from Lodge, and I like it for the simple fact that it's got a really good cook surface on it. It's great for campfire cooking, but also good for warming up tortillas. Let's check on those potatoes one more time. We'll give them another twist. Oh yeah, they're starting to crisp up. I don't know if you guys can see that, but they're getting nice and golden in there. And that's exactly what we're looking for. All right. All right, we'll get the eggs going over here. And like I said, I'm going to take the chorizo and we'll get that guy going in there. Actually, I did way more than half, but that's about where I want it. And we'll have a little bit to the side. I'll get this warmed up in my pan over here. And that oil is going to release. Actually, let me switch these around. We'll do this. That way you have a better view. We'll stay more central for this since this is the main dish here. So what we're doing is we're warming up the chorizo. It's already been cooked, fully cooked. And what I want to do is I want to help to release some of that oil into the bottom of this pan. These new non-sticks are fantastic, man. I'm really enjoying using them. They have such a neat surface on them that they're so slippery, so non-stick. I'm going to add a little bit more of my Chef's Backyard flavor formula into this. And that's got salt, pepper, garlic, onions, some other South Texas spices in there, but that's going to help me to season these eggs. And we'll go all in here. Set that aside. And then we're just going to make scrambled eggs. The heat from the chorizo is going to help to cook them pretty fast as well. All right, this pan is nice and warm. We'll get a tortilla going. And then you just want to keep on stirring it. Right now I've got a medium heat on these eggs. Man, that is set perfect for those tortillas. It's coming along really nicely. We got just another couple of minutes on these potatoes, about 2 minutes. 2 minutes on the potatoes. Cook these eggs all the way through. I really appreciate you guys joining me this morning. I don't know, I'm excited for the new year. Working on some cool projects, working on getting my flavor formula packaged and released. Bringing that to the market. Got some other feelers for new products out there as well. You can pick up merchandise, apparel on my YouTube channel as well. But I hope to set up a little shop and bring you more products and make it easier to get a hold of them as well. All right, so these eggs are starting to cook through. My air fryer is telling me that it's ready. I'm going to turn these eggs off. We'll take these potatoes. Oh man, that's beautiful. We'll take these potatoes and set them out here into our chorizo and egg mixture. And now whenever you roll through, you can make whatever kind of taco you want. Right? You've got your chorizo over here. You've got your potatoes over here. Let's see. So we'll take a tortilla, take a couple of them. I'm going to scoop up some of this chorizo and egg mixture here. Oh, you know what else tastes really nice? Is if you do that with a little bit of bread. So I'm going to turn this guy back on. Right now it's at 370. But I'll show you how quickly you can make some toast in there, especially since it's already hot. We'll just take a couple of pieces of bread. Put them right in there. Actually, this one fits 4, so I'm going to do 4 pieces. 4 pieces of bread. Hopefully my family's waking up right now. I'll invite them to come and grab some food. All I'm missing is a little salsa, a little chile there. Next time I do one of these videos, I'll show you how to make that also. Then we'll take some of those potatoes, put them right in there. Man, that is some stick to your ribs. Good eating. You know, the spices from the chorizo help to really season the eggs. The addition of the flavor formula just complements that. There's a little bit of crispiness on that potato that's coming through. The nice flavors of a toasted, warm tortilla. Finished with a little bit of coffee. Oh man, this is one happy chef, I'll tell you that. That bread is going to continue to toast. But I appreciate you guys coming in and visiting me on the live. Thank you for liking and sharing and watching my videos. Thank you for all of the beautiful comments. Thank you for all of the negative ones too. I'll give you a thumbs up if you give me a negative comment. That's okay, man. That's your opinion. You're entitled to it. But if you follow my instructions, I hope that you find that you'll learn a little something. I hope you find that you'll get better at cooking with practice. It's taken me 25 years to cooking in professional kitchens to get to this point, right? So sometimes I do things without thinking about the process, and it just happens because it's been done so many times. And I really try to slow down and explain that process through the Chef's Backyard cooking videos. Man, I hope you get a chance to make this on one of your next days. This is so good. For me, this is comfort food. Oh man, so good. All right, the toast is coming up. Sometimes I'll even take that and do a little cooking spray on it. Oh man, it's so good. Because it gives it a nice even coating. Keep sending me comments. Let me know what you want to learn how to cook. Let me know if there's a process you want me to explore. If you want me to explain how to how to do something or why we do certain things in a particular way. I'm about that too. You know, I want you to learn. I want you to feel like you're learning something here whenever you come and hang out with me. And I don't mind sharing what I've learned. This is all real world experience. And then here we have some toast. Toast and the chorizo go really nice together. But I'm going to go ahead and sign off, guys. I appreciate you coming, and I'm going to invite my family to a little homemade breakfast. We'll see you soon at the chef's backyard.